They say women's cunning is greater than men's, but one man refused to believe it. It is said that once there was a man who didn't believe the saying, women's cunning is greater than men's. He grew angry and said to himself, that's unfair to us men. So he decided to challenge that idea and wrote a large sign on the door of his shop. Men's cunning is greater than women's. He proudly stood by his words, boasting, no one will ever prove me wrong. One day, a beautiful young woman walked into his shop, her face full of charm, intelligence, and mischief. She pretended to shop for goods, but in truth, she was planning something entirely different. Every time she asked for something, she smiled, swayed gently, and slowly captured his attention and pride. Within minutes, the man was enchanted. He could see nothing but her beauty. He asked her about her family, and she replied, I am the daughter of the chief judge. He exclaimed, how lucky your father must be to have a daughter like you. She sighed dramatically and said, no, I am the unlucky one. My father refuses to let me marry. He tells everyone that I'm blind and crippled. The man was deeply moved and said without hesitation, would you marry me? I'll handle your father myself. The young woman smiled slyly. If your heart is true, then go to him now. So the man hurried to the chief judge and asked for his daughter's hand in marriage. The judge said in surprise, but my daughter is blind and crippled. She's not fit for marriage. The man insisted, I accept her as she is. It's an honor just to be your son-in-law. The judge agreed, and they set a day for the man to meet his bride. When the day came, the man entered and saw a woman truly blind and crippled. She looked nothing like the beauty he had met before. He froze in disbelief, wishing the earth would open and swallow him whole. He returned to his shop, broken-hearted, and erased the proud sign from his door. Soon after, the same beautiful woman appeared again, wearing a victorious smile, and said, well now, do you admit that women's cunning is greater? He sighed bitterly. Yes, but it's too late for me now. She laughed lightly. I'll help you this time, but on my terms. Then she whispered a strange plan. Gather up a group of gypsies, and during the wedding, tell the judge they are your family. On the wedding day, the man brought a group of gypsies and stood proudly before the judge and his guests. One of the guests asked, who are these people? He answered confidently, these are my people, my family. The judge shouted angrily, then go marry one of your own kind. The wedding was canceled, and the man escaped his foolish fate. The next day, the beautiful woman came to his shop, smiling, and said, didn't I tell you that a woman's cunning always wins? The man laughed and said, truly, no cunning of men could ever match yours. This time, he asked for her hand sincerely, and she accepted. From that day on, he told everyone he met, I've learned my lesson. Never challenge the cunning of a woman.